Good fucking morning, you beautiful bastards, and welcome back to the goddamn cursing news. I'm your host, the master of foul language and the teller of hard truths. Here to serve you a steaming hot plate of reality, sprinkled with a generous dose of expletives. Forget sugarcoating, we're here to give you the news raw and uncensored. So buckle up, because it's time to dive into the shitstorm. I'm your ever foul-mouthed host, bringing you all the shit you need to know about what the fuck's happening in the world today. All right, you sorry sons of bitches, let's dive headfirst into the cesspool of political fuckery. Now, in the grand theatre of the absurd that we call politics, it's never a dull day. You've got your usual suspects, the smarmy, double-dealing politicians who wouldn't know a moral compass if it smacked them in the face. But let's not forget the unsung heroes of this shit show, the lobbyists, who are as slippery as a greased pig at a county fair. Now, our politicians, bless their black little hearts, have been busy as usual, doing everything but what they're actually supposed to be doing. I mean, why bother with trivialities like, running the country, when you can be embroiled in some juicy scandal or another? Whether it's extramarital affairs, dodgy business deals, or just good old-fashioned corruption, there's always something to keep us entertained. Meanwhile, the lobbyists are doing what they do best, bending the ear of anyone who'll listen, and plenty who won't. They're like the mosquitoes of the political world, annoying, persistent, and full of other people's blood. And boy, do they know how to throw a party. If there's a politician in a 5-mile radius, you can bet your arse they'll be there, wine glass in hand, ready to whisper sweet nothings into their ear. But of course, it's not all fun and games. There's a darker side to this whole circus, and it's not just the clowns in suits. The real victims here are the ordinary folks, the ones who are just trying to get by. While the powers that be are busy playing their games, it's the rest of us who are left to pick up the pieces. So next time you see a politician on the telly giving some heartfelt speech about the will of the people, just remember, they're probably more interested in the will of their bank account. And as for the lobbyists, well, they're just doing their job. After all, someone's got to keep the wheels of tea. Next up, on our hit parade of human dumpster fires, the latest antics of our favourite celebrities. The glittering world of fame and fortune is a veritable goldmine of fuck-ups and faux pas. And today, it's a veritable cornucopia of cringe. First off, we have another episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashian calamities. Just when you thought they couldn't possibly squeeze another 15 minutes of fame out of their already overinflated egos, they hit us with another scandal. This time, it's a love triangle more twisted than a pretzel at an origami convention. And the worst part, they're probably laughing all the way to the bank, while we're left scraping our jaws off the floor. Moving on to the realm of music, we've got a pop diva whose ego is as big as her vocal range. Between her diva demands and her constant feuds with other artists, it's a miracle she has time to even make music. But hey, who needs talent when you've got a knack for creating drama? Meanwhile, in the land of Hollywood, we've got an action star who seems to think he's as invincible in real life as he is on screen. After a string of reckless stunts and public meltdowns, it's clear that someone needs to remind him that life isn't a movie, and there's no director to yell "cut" when things go south. But it's not just the A-listers who are stoking the flames of this dumpster fire. The Z-listers are doing their damn best to keep up, with a string of reality TV stars, Instagram influencers, and washed-up child actors all clamouring for a slice of the scandal pie. It's a never-ending parade of vanity and vacuousness, a circus of narcissism and nonsense. And yet we can't help but watch, can't help but rubberneck at the car crash of celebrity culture. It's like a train wreck in slow motion, horrifying yet impossible to look away. We cringe, we laugh, we shake our heads in disbelief, but we keep coming back for more. From sex tapes to substance abuse, from meltdowns to makeups, from feuds to fashion faux pas, the world of celebrity is a never-ending soap opera of scandal and stupidity. And while we might shake our heads in disbelief, while we might bemoan the state of modern culture, we can't deny that it's one hell of a spectacle. So as we navigate this carnival of chaos, let's remember to take it all with a grain of salt. After all, these are just people, flawed, fucked up people with too much money and not enough sense. And while their antics may be ridiculous, while their behaviour may be deplorable, they're just giving us what we want. A distraction, a laugh, a moment of schadenfreude. But hey, at least it makes for good fucking entertainment. And finally, let's take a stroll through the global shitstorm that is our world today. The world, my dear fuckwits, is an absolute madhouse. We've got wars sprouting up like fucking daisies. If there's a patch of land somewhere not currently being blown to smithereens, you can bet your ass some jackass in a suit is plotting to change that. It's like a global game of whack-a-mole, but replace the moles with innocent civilians and the mallet with a fucking missile. And let's not forget about the conflicts. Oh, the fucking conflicts. Every Tom, Dick and Harry with a grudge is out there stirring the shit pot. It's like the whole world decided to play a never-ending game of tug-of-war, but instead of a rope, it's our collective sanity they're pulling at. Then there's the natural disasters, those cruel reminders from Mother Nature that she's one pissed-off bitch and she's not taking any more of our shit. Earthquakes, hurricanes, wildfires. It's like she's playing bingo with our doom. And let's not forget about the pandemics, oh, those pesky little viruses that have a knack for turning our lives into a living hell. It's like a global game of tag, and nobody wants to be fucking it. But wait, there's more. Because why deal with just one catastrophe when you can juggle a handful like a goddamn circus act? We've got poverty, inequality, corruption, and a whole shitload of other problems that make you want to scream into the abyss. It's like we're living in a fucking dystopian novel, but without the sexy, brooding protagonist to save the day. So buckle the fuck up, you sorry sacks of meat and bones, because it's going to be a bumpy goddamn ride. We're navigating a world that seems hell-bent on self-destruction, and all we've got are some worn-out seatbelts and a broken compass. But hey, at least we've got each other, right? And in the grand scheme of things, isn't that what matters most? Sure, the world's gone mad, and yes, it's a fucking shit show, but we're all in this together, and if we're going down swinging. So raise your glasses, you glorious bastards, and let's toast to surviving another day in this crazy, fucked up world of ours. Well, shitheads, that about wraps up another episode of the Cursing News, and what a fucking roller coaster it's been. From political fuckery to celebrity dumpster fires to the world going mad, we've covered it all. If you're not entertained, well, you're probably dead inside. Remember, in this topsy-turvy world of ours, it's important to maintain a sense of fucking perspective. And by that, I mean, don't let the bastards grind you down, whether they're politicians, celebrities, or just the everyday dicks you meet on the street. Don't give them the satisfaction. Stay fucking fabulous, my friends. Keep your heads held high and your middle fingers held higher. Life's too short to be anything but unapologetically you. So go out there, kick some ass, take some names, and most importantly, have a bloody good time doing it. Until next time, this is your host, signing the fuck off.